Hey there, guys. Hope you're all doing well. I just want to say on behalf of Sinclair and I, welcome to this community. Thank you for being a part of it. We wanted to create this community to be able to have a space that, like-minded people can come to, and talk and discuss and share ideas and all things health, healing, fasting, and, whatever else it is that you guys, are interested in. As long as it's all obviously positive and it's all encouraging, then we welcome any kind of topic or conversation. Um, yeah, obviously we wanted to create this community to be able to share more ideas. We're still going to post to Instagram. That's still going to be a big part of what we do. But this community is an opportunity to go a little bit deeper and share a little bit more information, which is what I'm going to do now. I want to share a little bit about some things that I think are very valid and really good place to start when it comes to healing and detoxification and fasting and things like that. Um, so obviously a lot of what we talk about are people's conditions, things that people are dealing with, sicknesses they might be dealing with, symptoms, whatever it might be. And that's obviously very important. But what I like to do is I like to simplify the body as much as possible before we even look at any of those things, simplify our understanding of it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Bring this up here. Because I feel like when you have a simpler understanding of the body, it's easy to make sense of why things are occurring and why different, symptoms might all actually be relating to the same root cause that is the problem. So before we go into it, before we dive into it, I just want to preface by saying the body is by in no means, in no way simple. It is extremely complex. It's like a supercomputer. The more I learn about it, the more I'm blown away by what our bodies are capable of. But in saying that, obviously trying to simplify it as much as possible can be a really great place to start. So that's what I'm going to try and do here for you guys. So if you think of the human body as a whole, all right, we are made up of lots of different systems that make up the human body: the digestive system, the respiratory system, circulatory, endocrine system, musculoskeletal, lots and lots of different systems. But let's simplify it further. Let's break it down a little bit more. What makes up those different systems are different components. So you got digestive organs that make up the digestive system. You've got glands that make up the endocrine system. You've got capillaries, veins, the heart that make up the circulatory system. And then you've got things like muscles, bones, tissues, ligaments, cartilage that make up the musculoskeletal system. Lots and lots of different parts that make up those different systems. But if we break it down one level further, and this is the way that I like to think of the human body, we are, from my understanding, 70 plus trillion cells that make up all those different organs, glands, muscles, bones, tissues that then make up those different systems of the body. All right. So our most basic understanding of the body, we are 70 plus trillion cells that make up all the different working parts. The reason I like to explain the body in this way is because if you've got a condition, if you've got a sickness, a disease, you've got something wrong with your liver, you've got something wrong with your thyroid, you've got something wrong with, your pancreas, whatever it might be, your issue is not necessarily with that particular organ or that particular gland or that particular tissue, but rather it's to do with the cells that make up that particular part of the body. So if you've got an issue with your liver, if you've got an issue with your thyroid, you've got an issue with dysfunctional or degenerative cells that make up that certain part of the body. And every single one of our cells is connected to two fluid systems. So you've got your circulatory system, which obviously carries blood, which feeds and strengthens all the different cells in the body. And then you have your lymphatic system, which is like the sewage system of the body. It cleans and drains your cells of all the waste that's created. All right. So if there is an issue with your cells, there is an issue with one of those fluid systems most of the time. It's an issue with nourishment, with absorption. There's an issue with feeding and strengthening these cells and allowing them to carry out their function. Or alternatively, and in what I see in most cases, there's an issue with the lymphatic system. Most likely it's stagnant because of diet and lifestyle issues that's not allowing it to be eliminated properly. And when it becomes stagnant, that leads to the cells of the body in different areas, depending on the individual, having issues with eliminating the waste that the cells create, which means that they will then accumulate that waste, which will then lead to cellular dysfunction, cellular degeneration, and in time, cellular mutation. So again, the way I like to think about it, and simplifying as much as possible, is you are only as healthy as the health of your cells. The structure and function of your body depends on the health and vitality of each one of your cells. So any of you right now watching this who are suffering from condition or dealing with something, and I know a lot of you are, based on what your feedback has been, your issue is not necessarily with that single part of the body. It's to do with the cells that comprise that part of the body, that make up the liver, make up the thyroid, make up the pancreas, make up the muscle, the bone, or whatever it might be. And through detoxification, which is obviously a lot about what we talk about, we have the ability through proper detoxification to clean out and detoxify every single cell in the body. And then through proper nutrition, proper lifestyle, and proper regeneration, we have the power to regenerate any cell in the body. All right. So any condition you're suffering from, any damaged, degenerative, dysfunctional cells, through proper detoxification and proper regeneration, you have the ability to completely bring these cells back to health and back to vitality. So whatever you guys are suffering with, whatever you're dealing with, just know that if you go down the right path and you do it consistently and you give it your all, you can completely heal your body.